Alpha Nerd Entertainment. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another No Death Run review. Today I'm using Eric Lecard and playing Castlevainia Bloodlines by Konami for the Sega Genesis. We start things off here in the ruins of Castle Dracula in Romania. That's some extremely blonde hair. So where did it go? Now he has like dark hair. Anyways, Castlevainia Bloodlines is awesome. Let's just do the Gamepro magazine review and get it out of the way. Its graphics are obviously brilliant, obviously beautiful, and they're definitely a 5 out of 5. Its sound is also very good. The sound effects are good. The music is also very good. I'm not going to go as far as saying it's a 5 out of 5 because some of the music could be a little better. 4.5 out of 5. Its controls are pretty tight, pretty perfect. I don't have many complaints. It's usually on you when you make mistakes. I do wish the character jumped a little higher, but all in all, he is human, so he has a very realistic jump. Controls, 5 out of 5. Fun factor, it's awesome. It's a 5 out of 5. It's hard to argue that. It's a little frustrating as a new player if you don't take your time, and if you rush in this game, you're going to have a bad time. So if you want to beat it quickly, I suggest taking your time when playing the game. Will get you through a lot quicker, taking your time. It's kind of a backwards situation there. Rushing will only get you killed and will get you taking hits fast and often. This dog that I'm about to fight is pretty annoying, but I do want to talk about the series. I think the series should be called Transylvania, considering that it's surrounded and focused on Dracula, who is from Transylvania in Romania. I find the name Castlevania to be a little cringy and a little corny, but hey, it's a small gripe, but I think Transylvania would be a better name for the series. So as I spin my lance around, I don't even know what that weapon is. It's kind of a strange weapon, but he's a better character in my opinion. Hands down, Eric Lecard is the way to go. His upward jump is super awesome, and I make great use of it in this playthrough as I collect some mutton chop there from the wall. A lot of people find it funny that you would find meat in a wall. They all call it wall meat, but actually, back in like the 1850s to early 1920s, some Eastern European countries would hide meat in their walls. Due to food shortages, sometimes like scoundrels, hoodlums, and gangsters would come into people's towns and villages and rob them of their food. So some people would actually hide their food in a wall. Now they would put it in a chest, things more like cured meats like salamis or things like cheeses, well wrapped up in a chest so mice wouldn't get to it, but they would hide that food so if they did get robbed of their food, they would have a little something to, ration out. The hell? I like the castle in the background with its blue, but I never quite understood these tiles here. They're almost like bathroom tiles, giant ones. Don't quite understand why those were there. I would have much preferred the level if they didn't include those weird black tiles, but hey, minor gripe for a great level. Love the music as well. So I did backtrack to get that one candle because inside that candle is 5 gems. Gems are super useful. You max out at 99. They allow you to use your special attacks. In this case, I have an axe selected, and they're very useful to have and great to have as a, emergency blanket when you need them, because most of the special attacks are really good and can attack in different angles and different arcs, providing you the ability to hit enemies or bosses in a way that you can't with your main weapon. Now that's a full moon, baby. So as we approach the boss of level 1, even though he's a scrub and he's easy to beat, he is the hardest boss to beat without getting hit in the entire game. I'm not even kidding. Beating him without being hit, I've done it many times, but it's much harder to do than any other boss in the game, despite him being easy. And I say this because I just took a hit and I had my fully upgraded lance, which is awesome, and I swear by that weapon. It's fantastic. Not only does it have an improved range, it has an increased power, and its special attack is phenomenal. But I didn't get to keep it because that boss is a douche and he pretty much always hits me. So a nice celebratory victory there as I wheeled my weapon around in circles and jump high into the air, collecting the gem. Stage 1 complete, moving on to stage 2. From Romania, we make our way to Greece. Name a more beautiful sunset in a video game. I'll wait. So Greece, one of my favorite levels in the game, and I half expect to see Echo the Dolphin jump out of the water here. For those of you who don't know, he visits a place in the Mediterranean that resembles Greece or Atlantis, and the architecture looks very similar, so I just think it would have been pretty cool if they had a dolphin jump out of the water. So from the sunset, it is now set as we climb our way up these stairs as the water increases, chasing us down. The mountains in the background look phenomenal. This level is beautiful and brilliant and one of my favorite in the game. I don't know if you can do it in other Castlevania games. I don't think you can in Super Castlevania 4, but I love that you can jump and land on the stairs in this game. It's very useful, and it makes a lot of sense, and I'm glad you can do it. It's awesome. I always wondered why the water was rising, but then I realized it's this douche up here who takes Mr. Too Many Hits. That's his name. I don't know his name, but it's Mr. Takes Too Many Hits. Like, I get it. I gotta go back and forth. It's just kind of tedious. It takes over 10 hits. I think 10 would have been an acceptable amount. One thing I was a little disappointed about with this playthrough was the playthrough before it was actually better. The only difference being that I died once in that playthrough. But in that playthrough, I absolutely beasted bosses and just played really, really well. Now, I play well in this playthrough as well, but I played a solid 25% better in that other one, and that's my only takeaway from it, is you know, one could argue, was one death run better than the no death run because of the way I performed in the fights? But we're not uploading one death runs, right? We're doing no death runs. As I take a hit there, and that's irritating because I shouldn't get hit by this clown. I really like my strategy on how I do this particular part. I basically avoid the Medusa heads and just let them go about their business. Can't stress enough that when you get that upgraded weapon, play careful, take your time, and don't get hit, because it's worth it to keep it. As I collect some more wall meat, I do want to mention that earlier I told a little story about how Europeans used to keep meat in their walls. I made that up. I was lying, because I'm hilarious, and I felt it was a pretty convincing story. Who knows? Maybe I'll find out that it was real and they actually did that. But no, meat in walls is strange. But that's my way of trying to make sense of why there may be meat inside of walls. Riggedy riggedy wreck, son. Bum ba da bum. Okay, so stage 2 complete, moving on from Greece to Italy to Leaning Tower of Pisa, and I think possibly one of the hardest levels in the game to beat without dying, because of these things right here, these weird bird creatures that actually have like double D tits and a man face. They're all together disgusting. Like they're this disgusting weird gross bird with boobs and a man's face. They're hideous, they're horrible, they do a lot of damage when they hit you, and it's really easy to get hit by them. Unfortunately, I did screw up and lose my OP high-level upgraded staff by taking a hit. Normally, I use that special attack that I used on the previous boss to just annihilate everything on screen because its special is so awesome. But I make do and get through. I take a ton of damage, but I get the job done. Get the job done barely. I find that very frustrating, that part. It's super obnoxious. They just do far too much damage. But I do want to talk about some of the differences between this and Golden Axe when it comes to the no death run, because the no death run was harder for Golden Axe despite it being a shorter game and an easier game. Now, the reason being, in my opinion, is because this game is mostly memorized based. It's memorization over skill. I would say 80% memorizing and 20% skill. Now, the game is incredibly fair.
Bullshit.
Now, for a new player not knowing what to do, they're going to get hit a lot and often. But when you know what to do and you start to memorize the levels and the bosses, then there's really no skill required. The game gives you about a second and a half to perform any attack required on any enemy. And if you're a good gamer, that's about a whole second more than you'd actually need. So then it comes down to just memorizing, which reminds me more of Dragon's Lair, a game that requires memory. So this is what this game comes down to, in my opinion, and why Golden Axe was harder, because Golden Axe was more 80% skill and only about 20% memorization. You just had to do it. You just had to be good to get that one done. Where this one, you know where to stand, you know where to jump, you know where to hit. It makes it pretty easy. Now, there is still 20% skill required in this, and those are the hard spots, the tricky spots, like dealing with those birds that have torn my health bar down. Can still make a lot of improvement in that area. But overall, this is a game of memorizing. One thing I find pretty surprising is that these slow mummies can actually hit you if you're not careful. They have a very sneaky way of landing shots, and I kind of like that about them. I quite enjoy this part of the level as you jump on these weird little platforms that lead you to the top of the Leaning Tower of Pisa with these crazy big ass demons that don't take many hits. In fact, they only take one. And I think that's because you're in a spot that requires tricky platforming, so I don't think they wanted to screw you over to the point where they take so many hits that you might get knocked off and die. Because yeah, even in the first level, there's just regular like 6 foot tall skeletons that take 2, 3, or 4 hits, where these are like 10, 12 foot tall demon skeletons. You'd think they'd be a whole lot stronger, but yeah, due to the situation you're in, they had to be fair. So just to annoy you enough as it is by being there, they gotta only take 1 hit. It would be pretty unfair to if they did more. Fully upgraded weapon, shit demon stands no chance when I'm landing my shots this clean and this often. Fuck this guy. When I first started playing this game, I used to get my ass kicked by him, but once you figure him out, he's actually quite easy, and he's even more easy when you got that fully upgraded weapon. And yes, the axes are incredibly useful and better than any other sub-weapon you could use, in my opinion, and even better than your main. Yeah, shit demon goes down. Okay, so stage 3 complete. We move from Italy to Germany. And this is where I have my biggest complaints with the game. Though this level has hands down my favorite music in the entire game, and it does display a nice castle in the background there, not quite enough as they follow more of this industrial theme with army-helmed skeletons. It's my big complaint. Germany is one of the most famous countries in the world for its world-renowned castles. Castles like the Neuschwanstein, Burg Eltz, and Liechtenstein Castle, just to name a few. I feel like it was a missed opportunity not to have a more castle-centric level instead of the whole, yes, I understand Germans are famous engineers and, clock builders, but to use an industrial level for me was a missed opportunity with all the gorgeous, amazing castles Germany has to offer. And I think it's a bit of a low blow at their country when it shows the architecture. Now, when you look at the level France in this game, the attention to detail in that level is so much better than this level. I felt that this was a pretty lazy level and a bit of a lame stereotype, again, by throwing army helmets on the skeletons, kind of like a nod to, like, you know, the German army or the Nazis, if you will. So, besides my big complaint that they didn't make this a castle-centric level because of their amazing, amazing castles, like, go look up Neuschwanstein Castle or Burg Eltz, and you'll see what I'm talking about. They're the most beautiful castles in the entire world. But my biggest complaint of all has to do more with vampire lore. The fact that this wasn't the last level in the game, and it didn't have a castle-centric level design around it instead of the gears and the industrial, and that they didn't have Nosferatu as a boss, to me is a huge missed opportunity. I would have much preferred England be the second last level and Germany the last level. You go through what you go through, beat Nosferatu, and then you go on to face Medusa and Death, and then of course Dracula. For me, that would have been so much better. Now, those who aren't aware of Nosferatu, some say he was real and an actual vampire that lived in Germany. Others claim that he was just folklore and like a spiritual successor to Dracula. Regardless, he's a vampire and he should be in a vampire game. And he shouldn't have made an appearance in this level, and he should have been the end boss. Now, I do like they include Frankenstein, even if he is too easy. Now, he can mess you up if you don't know what you're doing, but he has a pretty easy boss pattern to figure out as I rip right through him. I still appreciate that they included Frankenstein. However, I still think the end boss should have been Nosferatu. It should have been the last level in the game, instead of the stupid end boss that they have in this level, who I call Spacely Sprockets, or Gearhead. But those are my only complaints about the game. With that being said, enjoy the rest of this music and this still awesome level. Are you kidding? That's some bullshit right there. That's some bullshit. One thing I do like about this level that they got right is that castle in the background is an actual castle from Germany that sits along the Rhine River. It's not gonna matter, but it still pisses me off. It like literally shouldn't happen. I'm all choked because I got hit by that gear that does a ton of damage, by the way, and I don't normally get hit by that thing either, so I'm just kind of venting and pissed off about it because I do hate when I get hit by things that I don't normally get hit by. That's pretty dumb. It's kind of funny that I'm still complaining because I'm at the end of the level now and I know this boss quite well, so a half a health bar is more than enough for me to get the job done. You should be fighting Nosferatu right now, a vampire, instead of a stupid gear monster. Are you kidding me? all kinds of bullshit things happening. That's enough of you. A little sloppy, but I got the job done. And I always enjoy doing that celebratory spinning of my weapon, making it look like I'm destroying the boss even more. Okay, so stage 4 complete, moving from Deutschland. We make our way to stage 5 in France. France, really well designed level. Really great colors, beautiful looking level. Not quite as beautiful as Greece, but probably the second prettiest level in the game. Absolutely gorgeous level. And a big level as well, and a challenging level. When you figure this one out, it's not quite that bad, but for a new player, this is definitely probably the hardest level in the whole game, hands down, no question. Tons of cheap enemies, and even when I'm knowing what to do, I still somehow take hits. Like, even by this thing, right there. That's a huge bonehead move on my part. But, I don't know, it's still a great level. I don't care about those plants hitting me generally because it doesn't do any damage, but
sometimes I don't know
yeah, really so cool bad. Level actually.
It's a critical error. This thing's still chasing me. That got me? Oh my god, this game is dog shit.
Even though I got the no death run, I'm still annoyed that that hit me. That was bullshit.
That's inexcusable, man.
It kind of is. I knew it was there. I backtracked to the left. I threw my attack. I moved to get out of the way, and it still somehow hit me. It still fucking annoys me. Now, it doesn't make the game dog shit. The game's fucking excellent, but that situation and that particular moment is dog shit, not the game. But that is some bullshit.
I'm really mad right now.
This particular part in this level looks beautiful with the shadowing and just the beautiful palace looking walls. Just looks sharp as a tack. I'm gonna give a quick shout out to Video Game Lover 58 because this little trick I do right here to get that enemy to disappear, I learned from him when he did his no death run last October. I made a mental note to remember that. It's a big enemy, it does a lot of damage, and to me, that's not cheating.
That's inexcusable, the fact that I got hit there the first time. The second time was my fault, but... Fuck.
I'm going to take this time to give a big shout out to Omega Ace Gaming as well, who is Mr. Castlevania. His love for Castlevania is like my love for Shinobi or Streets of Rage. He just lives and breathes the series, so I'm hoping he'll watch this one and enjoy this, because he is a big reason why I started to take more of an interest in the series. I used to kind of overlook them
considered them too hard and too tedious, but they're not really all that difficult. You just got to have patience with them. So Ace, thank you for turning me onto the series more than I would have if I didn't know you, buddy. So thank you very much for being my Castlevania influence.
Are you kidding me? This game is fucking dog shit. How it manages to do that is fucking beyond me. Sneaking in little hits. I should have not been hit there again. That's literally fucking bullshit. That is fucking bullshit. That's very frustrating. To lose that much damage when I didn't deserve it 2 out of 3 times is just bad news. Totally not my fault, man. Fuck.
I'm bitching, I'm whining, I'm complaining because this level's tough and the end boss can still be tricky, but I obviously get the job done, so I should have quit my bitching. This game's awesome. So yeah, Eric Licard's jump attack is awesome. I use it in so many situations. I use it to traverse through levels quickly in certain spots in Germany, for example. There's that one part in the gear tower where I just blast on through, just jumping. Here I'm able to, it could almost put you in like an invincibility state while you perform the attack. It's awesome and kind of OP. It not only lets you attack, but it kind of lets you dodge things as well. It's just super awesome.
Give me the special. Good enough. Little bit of health to spare, all things considered. I should be at least a half a health bar. I got hit 3 times there. Maybe, 3 times. Didn't deserve one of them. Sorry, I didn't deserve one of those 3. I got hit 4 times in total on that level. 3 of them were dog shit.
So we completed stage 5, France, and we make our way to stage 6 in the last level in England.
Ah, shit. Great start.
This part looks bloody brilliant. As bloody as that blood moon, it looks phenomenal. The clouds scrolling in the back as you make your way across this bridge just looks excellent.
Great fucking start.
I do have a strategy on this part. I stay on the bottom. I get to the edge, like so, jump and attack. Rinse and repeat. I do this at pretty much all spots to kill the Medusa heads to make it safe to get through. This part is trickier. It's just a matter of doing it and finding the jumping rhythm. These balls don't do very much damage, but they can knock you off to your death, and that's the dangerous part.
Fuck off. Not great, but we made it through. Pointlessly at the end. What is the point of that?
So this boss fight with death is really cool. I almost feel like Cuphead was inspired by it when they had King Dice made you go through his trial of challenges, as death makes you fight all the other bosses and then him. Kinda cool. Also want to give a big shout out to Moz and Power for showing me this trick, that when you wait, the cards will slow down and then you can select your cards at will.
Fuck it.
Absolutely annihilated that son of a bitch.
Fuck it. Oh, bullshit, dude. Kinda really didn't want to lose my special, but whatever. Oh man. We're gonna get the food. Can't believe I got a fucking potion. This is going to be kind of frustrating, to be honest. I'm really disappointed I don't have an axe right now.
All these fights where you refight the original bosses are all easier than they are the first time you face them. They're all weaker, take less damage, and just generally easier altogether.
Nice. Nice. We lost 2 hit points. I'm not happy about it, but not happy about it at all, but let's go. Let's go. Proper weapon would be nice. There we go. Not that I really need it much, but that fucking potion or whatever the fuck it is fucking sucks.
Okay, so we only have Medusa left and Dracula. So I just want to thank everybody for watching my no death run. If you watched it up until this point, I had a lot of fun with this. This is a fantastic game that is now in my top 50 favorite games of all time. This is truly an excellent game, and I think it's even better than Super Castlevainia 4. So again, thank you very much for watching my no death run of Konami's Castlevainia Bloodlines.
There we go.
Okay, I do want to mention how tedious and pointless this fight is. The fact that this isn't included on easy mode is fair. This is a completely pointless boss battle. Like, you should be able to just fight her as like the Medusa creature, and that should just be it. This is just long-winded, boring, uninspiring, and easy. It's just kind of a waste of time. If anything, they're hoping that you'll just take a hit or two from like losing concentration, because it's so repetitive and so boring. Just hate this part. Just, it's not hard, it's easy and boring as fuck.
Eat shit. My favorite part is how they don't replenish your health here. Wonder if I keep hitting those if I'll get my special back. Let's find out. That's a money bags. Let's try it a few more times.
You gotta love that they included this classic Castlevania track, though. That was a nice touch.
I'll try it 2 more times. 2 more after this. Well, maybe. Yeah, okay. We'll see. I doubt it will give you the special. Maybe though, because all you have to do is hit candles a whole bunch of times. Fuck it, let's try. Try 3 more times max, because I don't want to keep doing this. 3 times max. It would be this one if it did it. I don't think it's going to do it.
I do want to mention how awesome Dracula looks in his first form, in his, like, you know, vampire state. Just looks truly classic and awesome. And those beam of light filled with bats looks wicked. The second form, I think, is just an excuse to have a second form to make the battle tougher. And then his final form, or true form, in his monster state looks truly fucking badass as all hell. But again, thank you for watching my No Death Run of Castlevania Bloodlines.
Take it. I think I got hit once there, ever so slightly. Hey, you hit me? What? Let's go! No death run of Castlevania Bloodlines for the Sega Genesis. Let's fucking go. Little celebratory spin there. Let's go. Yeah. Eric Lecard, height. Let's go. Well, this game's fantastic and a new favorite of mine. It definitely breaks its way into my top 50. I wanted to do a top 50 video like 7 years ago, way before I even had a YouTube profile. And I wrote the list about 2014 and it hasn't changed much. In more recent years, you know, there has been some things pushed out and some things pushed in. Thus, Eric has fulfilled his destiny as a vampire hunter. But this one's gonna make the top 50 for sure. This is a really, really good game. And probably my favorite Castlevania. I like Symphony of the Night. I suck at it. I have very little experience with it, but I do enjoy it. It's got amazing music and just an overall, it's an enthralling game. But this one's just platform pure as gold. And it is better than Super Castlevania 4. Super Castlevania 4 is really, really good, but this one is better. I've only ever played 4. Chronicles, Castlevania 4, this, and Symphony of the Night. Haven't played any of the NES. That's exciting to defeat and beat. Fuck you, shit demon. Well, this will be fun to add commentary to because I was pretty quiet throughout the playthrough. Because I needed concentration. And sometimes I talk too much when I play as it is, and it makes it difficult to add commentary over top when I'm mumbling in the background or humming music. Spacely Sprockets. I don't know her name, but I call her Maria. Oh no, that's not Maria. That's the bee, or the moth. Stupid moth thing. Princess of Moss. Death. Fuck death. I did find him the hardest for a long time until I figured him out. I'm still pretty inconsistent at him. Yeah, I want to know this chick's name. I call her Maria. I don't think it's Maria. Medusa probably. It's Medusa, eh? She doesn't turn you to stone ever, though. Not that I know of. Yeah, it's Medusa, eh? Does she ever turn you to stone? I just never get hit by her to find out. And of course, Dracula. Well, from Romania to Greece to Italy to Germany to France and closes in England. I like how this game traverses across Europe. Even though it should end in Germany and he should fight Nosferatu, that's just me. 1994 Konami. Maybe I will challenge expert mode. I think it should be pretty doable, not the no death run. Fuck it, I already got it. Thanks for watching, everyone.